Good morning, guys. It's just a little change of pace. So I literally just woke up and was having my morning devotion. And as I said, I finished the book, the Bible, again. So happy for that. So I'm just going to restart it and do it again. So I'm in Genesis now. I was reading through Genesis, when Abraham was promised by God to be a great nation and to have his seed and to give him this land, and he left everything that he owned and knew to follow God. A lot of things to note here. Abraham was not a Hebrew. He was not a Jew. He was a Chaldean, right? And they will only call that afterwards, right? Also, as well, like Abraham was already in the land of promise. He was already in the promised land, and the Lord told him to get up and walk the length of it and walk the breadth of it, and everywhere where your feet goes, I will give it to you. So even though he was already in the place of promise, he still had to get up and work for that promise, to work for that reward. You understand? And then not only that, when God had promised Abraham, he did not tell him to bring Lot. He told him to bring your house, your cattle, everything that you belong, and follow me. And he brought along his nephew Lot. And because of that, there was contention. So they eventually had to separate, because God in the first place didn't call Lot to go with him. He told him, your household, you come follow me. So sometimes on the journey where God is taking you for blessings, you be bringing along people that are not supposed to be there. And that doesn't mean that God didn't yet still safeguard Lot, or that Lot wasn't righteous. But Lot was not the one that God called, and Lot was not the one that was to receive the promise along with Abraham. Sometimes we got people with us that not supposed to be with us to receive our promises, right? And then okay, and then not only that, so afterwards, and after Lot and Abraham separated, Lot got carried away. There was a battle going on between the kings, and Abraham took his servants and everything and went and smote the enemy and brought Lot back. And then the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah was like, what reward do you want? And that was when he met Melchizedek, the king priest, which Jesus Christ is after the order of Melchizedek. You see, that's so... I'm sorry, the Bible has the best foreshadowing. Like, it takes thousands of years, but it has the best foreshadowing. Like, ain't nobody could write that under the God, okay? Hey, the things that the Bible have set in place is... Read the word, fam. Read the word. Anyways, so... And Abraham told him, well, no, I don't want anything but food for my servants. So how much they did, because I don't want you to say that you have made Abraham rich. And the man right, because there are a lot of people, again, when God has taken you on a certain journey and changing you and drawing you onto him, there are going to be people that are going to see that and also want to seem to be joining you on their journey, but really they just want to say that they were the one that made you reach there. And last but not least, so I ended after reading chapter 15, right? So now this is a synopsis of the 5 chapters that I read. Abraham saw. Remember, Abraham went to God, and God said, I will bless you, I will make you great. And Abraham was saying, oh, my the hair of my house is not going to even be my own child. And the Lord told you, no, I'm going to a seed that comes from your loin and from your wife's womb, and I will make them as great as the stars in the sky, and all nations shall be blessed in thee. Right? And the seed that was promised was Jesus. Again, the foreshadowing is real, because through Jesus, all nations of the earth are blessed and are able to receive salvation, right? Again, the foreshadowing is real. But as I was saying, right? And so afterwards, he believed, he had faith, and that was imputed to him as righteousness. And so, because of the righteousness of Abraham, if you read the book of Galatians, it says in Galatians chapter 3, and because of the righteousness of Abraham, it was imputed to him as righteousness, which now all they that believe on Jesus now would receive that same righteousness. Faith in an impossible situation is righteousness. But that's not the very interesting part. So friends, now Abraham is now sleeping and he sees a vision. The Lord shows him a vision, a terrible vision of what would happen. So he saw that his children would have been slaves in a land. They increased greatly, and they would have been slaves in a land for 400 years. And every time I read that, I'm just like, God showed Abraham what would happen to the children of Israel when they went into the land of Canaan. And not only that, he also said that the fourth generation of them would also go into slavery, and they would serve many nations, but they would be very, very great. God shows the end. God showed him a part of the vision that was coming. And the fact of the matter is, when you read Hebrews 11, it says Abraham was looking for a city whose builder and maker was God. So when he went into the land of Canaan, that's what he was searching for. He was searching for that promise. And he died without seeing that city which is promised, which is the New Jerusalem, which is coming after the end times, which we are currently in. So when I tell you the Bible is interesting, and God never does anything without letting his servant, at least his servant, knowing part of his plan, it is because God loved Abraham so much that he decided to show him part of his plan, even for his own children. Okay, that was a little bit of Bible study. Okay, have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.